right, and we're live. Hello. I am testing out a new mic. Let me know how it sounds. I don't think anyone's in just yet, but that's fine. I will be getting this going. All right. I think until I get some people in here, I am going to prep something. For us to play through. Probably a dungeon. Now, of course, I'm using my campaign from of the Wildlands. A nice blank page here. Ooh. Yes, I have this desert map saved in my back pocket, ready in case the players in the Wildlands decide to head out into the wilderness and do some, or make some mistakes and don't do great at traveling. They are going to have a random encounter in the desert. And I have that ready because they've been going through a lot of desert lately. Let's check our hex crawler map here. Yeah, they are here. Right here. If you can see that ping. Yes, I think you can. That is the lair of Chukash. And the... just resizing my window here a little bit. That is the lair of Chukash. Lies there. Rubble Point. And the whole nest of basilisks that live in the desert. Hey, Denarian! Welcome! I promised I would fire up the stream and GM for chat a little bit tonight. So you're the first one in. Oh, there's Grimslag too. Hey, Denarian and Grimslag. So, I was thinking that I would just use the campaign I have set up for the Wildlands campaign for this evening. What do you guys think? Do you want to do something set in the Wildlands? So we can then so I can use that, possibly create some background material for the Wildlands campaign next time I stream it, depending on where the players go. Or do you want to play through something that's totally unrelated to the Wildlands, and it could be our own thing this evening? Grimslag, sure, fight hellhounds. Well, I already did that. Sure, why not? As you can see, the players defeated the hellhounds in this in this dungeon room right here. And then made their way through here. And I just revealed the next room so that they would have the opportunity to discuss over the week and worry, perhaps, about about what's to come. So I have here a bearded devil trapped in a summoning circle. Grimslag says, let's help you get ideas for the new campaign. All right. Let's see. Let me think about the best way of doing this. All right, Grimslag. Oh, let's help you get ideas for a new campaign. A new campaign. That's very different. All right, we can do that. Let me see. Let me pull up a document, which is how I do everything in my entire life. Is Google Docs. Oh, this one. Darius says, I will do whatever. All right. Okay. In that case. All right. Grimslag and Denarian, do you want to play in a town, such as Arkney? Or do you want to play through a dungeon? Either one will help me immensely. And should be pretty fun. Grimslag says town. All right. A town it is. So, as our game begins tonight, Grimslag and Denarian, you are residents, or perhaps travelers, coming through the town of Arkney, where the library of Ibu Gruger lies. It's a strange place, a magical place. This library is well known for the wizard Ibu Gruger, who founded it, who created it, to educate the surrounding populace. A bit of a snob, but at the same time, pretty helpful. This town would not exist, after all, if not for the library. The library itself is here on our little map, created by, I think, Hero 39 on DeviantArt. Hero 66? Hero 339 on DeviantArt, I believe, created this map. I hope I'm crediting that correctly. So, here in the town of Arkney, this is the library. I should use the select tool. Here we go. This is the library. And the library of Ibu Gruger is wondrous and vast. There are great floating shelves inside, designed to cram as many books into a single gigantic room as possible. A famous feature. The system of organization is very strange, and may have been changed a few times. Over the many years, the library's originator was alive and practicing magic. So, without a guide or a librarian, you might never find the tome you search for. The library is named for the arch-wizard that built it over the course of his 3 lifetimes, before leaving his vast collection of books to the people of this land, that they may at last learn to read and the value of letters. He was a powerful human, who was involved in great wars early in his life, but later became a recluse, and believed that only books and the preservation and advancement of knowledge was worthwhile. So, if you want to be a resident, you can you would probably know about the great pride in the library, even if you've never visited it, that the people here feel. If you're a traveler, chances are you're here to visit the library, although there's quite a few other interesting things in Arkney. It's got a burgeoning business scene. There's a governor, Emmond, trying to marry off his daughter. And a lot of interesting characters come through this town. So, if you're in chat, go ahead and tell me your race and class, and we'll make up a name for you, and you will become an NPC in this town. For me to add. Let's see here. Got my notes document over here. Whoosh. Let's see. You want to be, let's see. Do you want to be a fighter, Grimslag, or do you want to be a spellcaster? Or do you want to be one of these people? Lotaween. Welcome, Lotaween. Oh, so glad you dropped in. How did that ship end up in the middle of town? A very good question. That ship, Lotaween, is a traveling menagerie run by Stray, a powerful and unique halfling woman who has a kind of stable of adventurers that she tasks with going out, capturing unusual monsters and bringing them to the menagerie. And then she shows the creatures for a fee and then sells them to the rich and powerful of this world for exorbitant prices. And the menagerie travels around in this ship. And so it has come to Arkney to visit the library, perhaps. Denarian, I want to work at the library. Sounds good. Denarian, do you want to develop a character who's already in the notes, who works at the library, or be an eccentric reader at the library? Okay, interesting. Do you want to develop a character who I've already got in my notes, or do you want to start with a blank slate and make up the character's name and everything else? Trying to decide whether I should cover part of the map with my notes or just have the map up. Maybe like this. Probably someone from the notes already. Okay. All right. I want to work at the library. Well, let's see. Who can we develop? You know who has a short entry in here is Bloguan, Chief Scribe. This dwarven woman is a chubby, friendly, what might say bubbly cat lady. She wears cat-themed glasses, wears robes decorated with cats, and is often covered in cat fur. It is her job to write the letters, guarantee the paperwork, and occasionally pen the original works required for the library's maintenance. She's also a master illuminator and decorates the ancient books of Ibu Gruger. That might be interesting to develop. You like this one? Okay. So. A cat lady perfect for Din. That's right, Ladwine. Okay. Fantastic penmanship. Grimslag traveled to the town on behest of Weezer Squeezer, his mage patron, who requires some information from the library. Written on a scroll only readable by the librarian, Grimslag is willing to work for this information. Ooh, interesting. Okay, I'm going to grab that one, Grimslag, and just put it in. The only thing I don't like is Weezer Squeezer, but we'll come up with something. We'll come up with something else. It's nothing, wrong with a silly name. It's just, it just doesn't fit my world, I don't think. Okay, so Blog 1 has fantastic penmanship. Let's come up with another name for Weezer Squeezer. Grimslag traveled to the town on behest of Weezer Squeezer, his mage patron. It requires some information from the library, written on a scroll only readable by the librarian. Grimslag is willing to work for this information. Okay, so Grimslag is going to try and be talking to Ayadel, the head librarian and wizard of some repute. She oversees... Oh, Ladwine, thanks for following. I appreciate it. She oversees the important tasks related to maintaining and increasing the library's collection. As an institution, it wields significant political power and might be said to rival Arkney's governor in terms of power. This power is used carefully and craftily by Ayadel. Oh, look, I didn't put the E there. To further the glory, security, and wealth of the library. Physically, one might rather highly. She's short mouth with brown hair is often messy, and a comically large pair of spectacles that made her eyes look as large as the tea saucers that litter her desk. She's dark-skinned and human, just beginning to show wrinkles, though she hides her graying hair with dye and magic. So, Grimslag has traveled here. I didn't make it out with my girlfriend's wizard. Fair enough, Grimslag. You know what? I just changed my mind. But the Weezer Squeezer in this world is going to be a fae. A charismatic fae queen of a strange realm of trickery. And backward, well, Weezer Squeezer. A strange realm of trickery and mischief. Seeks to what does Weezer Squeezer want? One thing to always give your NPCs is their motivation. Travel to town on behest of Weezer Squeezer, the mage patron, who requires some information from the library written on a scroll, only readable by the librarian. So Grimslag has the scroll. Even looking at the writing upon it confuses and ensnares the mind of the reader. threatening to pull them into a dream state where they can cross the boundaries of reality and into Weezer Squeezer's realm. I from working on Camelot Unchained, I'm so it's so automatic for me to try and capitalize realm. I keep going back and like wanting to capitalize that R. Grimslag is deeply afraid. I'm reading your what you're writing, Grimslag. My major patron known to play practical jokes on me. I suspect something may be up with this scroll. Grimslag is deeply afraid that this scroll is a wild goose chase, as his patron. We're gonna say Grimslag is a sorcerer, because is a not a sorcerer, a warlock. Grimslag is a warlock. Not only because I think the name Grimslag kind of sounds warlocky. This Fae is his warlock patron, because warlocks have a patron from which their power originates. All right. Okay. What does Squeezer want? Okay, I'll say for now, until I come up with something else, spread the dreaming realm of trickery. I need a name for the realm, and I need a name for Weezer Squeezer's real name, because Weezer Squeezer is going to be the jokester name that she uses to in the mortal realm, but it's not her true name of the Fae. We may go to we may use a random name generator to see if we come up with a good Fae name. Let's see. In the meantime, until I think of something, let's go back to Denarian's character. And Lotaween, tell me if you want to create an NPC in this town, or invent or develop one that's already here in the town of Arkney, where the library of Ibugruger lies. Let's see. Okay, Bloguin, Chief Scribe. Pull out the generator. Okay, I will. Bloguin, Dwarven Woman, Cat Lady, Fantastic Penmanship. I kind of don't want Bloguin to be creepy. I feel like there's Grimslag's fairly unnerving, or at least has maybe Grimslag himself is straightforward, possibly. I'm not sure. Lotaween, I won't be able to say long enough training properly. I don't care. Throw something out there, dude. It'll be fun. It'll add. We can't have too much background info. Can just throw stuff out there, and it'll inspire something. Okay, let's see. Fantasy name. Oh, how's my sound, people? I listened to the saved streams from the past 3 nights I've been streaming. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and I was hearing a lot of pop and hiss on the saved stream. So I'm trying a different mic tonight. Sound is good for me, says Grimslang. Okay, that's good. Make her smart instead of creepy or nice. Maybe she's odd, but fun odd. Like always wears one color at a time. That's a great idea. Always wears one color at a time. Colon, she has blue days or purple days or green green days, where every item of clothing or accoutrement she carries is all the same color. I love that. This matches her mood. I'm just putting mood for now. There might be another interesting reason. So Bloggone's the chief scribe of the library. That's a pretty important job. So fantastic penmanship, obviously. But she can also write very quickly. I kind of want Blogone to has a perfect, an eidetic memory. So anything like a photographic memory. Anything she sees, she remembers. Therefore, she is a perfect copyist. A special shorthand of her own. Okay. Has a special shorthand of her own, which she has developed. Paladin Brewer, we're making NPCs in the town of Arkney. Man, we should be filling out another town, because I've already got some stuff in Arkney, but this is fun. We are creating NPCs in the town of Arkney. Would you like to be a paladin in the town of Arkney? Also, I haven't forgotten about the Fae. Let's see. We'll try the Eladrin name generator. Panrian. That's kind of neat. It's a little bit Kingkiller Chronicle-esque for some reason, because it sounds like Chandrian, I guess. But just from the Kingkiller Chronicles by Patrick Rothfuss. Petir, Oturgion, Zornis, Aratorin, Yanerta, Vethmeral, Kruoros, Philabin, Krumeral. Ooh. I like that one, and I like this one. Paladin. I wouldn't live in a place named Arkney. Okay. Maybe you're not a resident. Maybe you're a traveler who has come to Arkney seeking knowledge or something else from the Library of Ibugruger. Grimslag is seeking to have a scroll translated. Oops. I just made that disappear. I just realized that you guys aren't seeing my notes, because I am a silly man. Let's change that up. Do. Okay. Now you can see what we're doing. So I've been writing all this out. I'm trying to come up with the name, the true name of Weezer Squeezer when she's on her home plane. He came for the library, but I'm not stealing books from him. Ladoween, I just saw your entry. Ladoween, so my favorite character from decades ago is a human cavalier, but my memory for names fails me even for my own characters. He had a thing for wine and used his buddy Snorri, a dwarf fighter, obviously I can call his name, well, it's a dwarf from mythology, isn't it? To distract their, or is that a dwarf from the next best thing to mythology, which is the Hobbit? A dwarf fighter, odd I could call his name, to distract their opponents before he joined in the fights. Well, let me see. I think we have the captain of the guard in this town somewhere. Captain of the guard. We could add that as some background to the captain of the guard. That's not it. Captain? Nah. Alright, we're going to invent one. Apparently we don't have that. Governor's wife, school teacher, student, scribe, traveling scholar, student, magical arts, library groundskeeper, procurer, assistant scribe, grimslag, warlock, traveler. Blaguin, we added some background to chief scribe, head librarian. What races live in this city? Everything imaginable. Also, everything, a lot of different races come through here as travelers. So, what kind of city is it? It is a city on the edge of a lake that contains some kind of strange power within it. It's right here. This is Arkney. Let's see. I'm still trying to pick a name. What is the exact number of pigs in this town? Well, if you need to know, I will roll some dice. Let's see. How many pigs? Go. That's a lot of pigs. Maybe a shipment of pigs just came into town. Maybe that's what this boat is. Did I use the same boat model? No, different. There's a stinky shipment of pigs that has just rolled into town. We're going to put some town events on. Why is the text so tiny? That is weird. A large shipment of pigs is on a boat tied up at the docks. The stink is overpowering the area, and that is wonderful. Let's see. I don't see a number. You don't? Oh, it's covered up on my camera. Yeah, it's 116 is what I rolled on 2D100. I think the pig farm, I think the pigs came from a different town, Denarian. Let's write that down. The pigs have come from a different town by the name of... I'm going to just quickly... town. Okay. Ubbin Falls. Ubbin Falls, parenthesis. Let's check our map real quick. It's going to be another town on the lake. Ubbin Falls. Actually, maybe it's over here. Good pig breeding country, apparently. Alright, I'm going to change Ubbin Falls to Ubbin Fort. Or Ubbin Tower. Because there's a fort there. And the location is 1108. Alright, let's see. Has been working on Din's character. Lotoween, I'm coming to your character now. Lotoween, your favorite character from decades ago was a human cavalier. Would you like your human cavalier with the buddy Snorri to be the owners of this ship that just happens to have this overstock of pigs? Or would you like them to be the captain of the guard in the town? The owners of the ship, Paladin. The owners. I'm also thinking about this name for Weezer Squeezer. Anashisa. That's pretty hard to say, but I kind of like that it's hard to say. Maybe we chartered it for a ride to get here. Oh, that's great. Okay. Okay, so... so it's another adventurer in town. Another adventurer in town. Okay, we're going to add them in... I think down here at the end. Okay, and we need a human cavalier. Okay. Let's see. What are we gonna do for a name? In this world, there's a lot of... The previous empire had kind of a French flair to it. The Baron reckons to Max that he finished Mistborn as a quest objective. I read the first book of Mistborn series. I just haven't read the rest. I needed some rare food item for my pregnant wife, Buttercup. Okay, so we know everything but your character's name. If you don't stop me, I'm going to go with Serial Tennis Talberde. Actually, I kind of like this one. Sezig Lagaduc. I'm going to add all those details to my notes, Letterween. I just need... Did I get the... Yeah. Chartered passage on... Oh, I need a ship. I need the ship. Fantasy name. Narrator. Let's go. Heart's Ease. The Gelderland. The Myosotis. That's weird. I like Heart's Ease. I almost like it too much. But I'm going to stick pigs on it anyway. I think it qualifies as a ship if it has 2 masts, right? I just need to know generally. Oh, you like the Leduc name? Sezig Lagaduc. Alright. That's the name now. Alright. I'm underlining the NPCs you guys create. A human cavalier who has charted passage on the Heart's Ease. Somewhat unfortunately, because of the pigs. Because of the pigs. Sezig, be Sezig, has a thing for wine, and uses his buddy Snorri. Is that how it's spelled? I really want to give it an umlaut and a double R, but maybe that's too hobbity. Yeah, sure, a ship can have a single mast if it is a sloop. Yeah, I thought so. I mean, I know the mizzen mast doesn't count, but yeah, that's a ship right there, large enough to carry 116 pigs. We're pretty zoomed out on this. This is the governor's house, of course. I got to keep that in mind for when the players actually show up here. Possibly as soon as on stream in a week. Let's see. Okay, so we have Sezig Lagaduc. I promise we're coming back to everyone's characters eventually. Oh, okay. Bye, Halloween. Okay. Snorri Trebor. I like that too, actually. See you later, Halloween. Alright, where were we? Oh man, you're getting weird on me, Grimslag. Yeah, I don't think Grimslag is gonna be that weird in this game. Pig farming does have terrain effects that aren't here. I should have gone with what Denarian said in chat. There are 42 pigs instead of 116. I just wrote large. Let's make that bullet points so I can easily read it later. Oh man, there's 2 Grimm names in this town. I already had Grimalenor, and now we have Grimslag. Okay, so we have created Seziglagaduk. I'm just going to say this adventurer is looking for a quest. Maybe we'll come back to that. All right. Where were we? Ah, yes. I was picking a name for the Fey realm of trickery and for character. Let's see. What do we got? Oh no, this is not going to be good. No, that's not the kind of fairy name I want. Eladrin name generator. Arasirak. No. Let's go more feminine. Thesis. Dristiel. That's interesting. Although the IEL. Trikirith. Well, I don't like the opening trick, but I like Irith. What about Drissirith? Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. I like that. Weezer Squeezer's true name is Drissirith. Which we're going to spell in the most annoying way possible because she's a fae. Haha. Well, maybe that's a little too annoying, even for me. That's better. Drysirith. Okay. Now I need a name for the Fey, the dreaming realm of trickery that you could be trapped in if you read this scroll without the proper preparations. And what power does it unlock? Perhaps the power to open a gate between this realm and the realm of which Dressirith is queen. A gate through a dreaming mind of someone who has dared to cross her. Let's see, how can we generate a good place name for this? The Fey realm of madness and trickery. I don't want to just make it necessarily part of the Feywild. I think it's going to be more interesting if it's it's got to be something that suggests its nature. Let's see. Maybe something like something with dreams in it, perhaps. I'm thinking very much of The DMing from Neil Gaiman's series of graphic novels, which are wonderful. Anyone got any idea? Any ideas? This is a DMing with chat stream after all. All right. Let's see. What would Bloguan make of it? Because perhaps Bloguan has the ability to read this scroll. Bloguan would call it something... something to do with the cat's eyes. Parts of a cat's eye. Weird. Cat's third eyelid. We'll call it the DMing membrane. The iris dream. Interesting. I kind of like how it is literally in an eye, and it's a dream. Cool. All right. Well, we certainly made the nictating dream. Yes, thank you, Karasthina. That did occur to me. The third... something about a third eyelid might be interesting. We'll give that to Bloguan. Bloguan says that you need to open your third eyelid or cat's eye to read the scroll that Grimslag carries. Right, Karasthina. Well, hoity-toity, me godlike smarty pants. Nothing like Muppet Christmas Carol. Alright. This town is coming together really well. But you know what we don't have? Is a description of a lot of the things that players are going to care about. Like, where can I get my weapons? Are there magic items for sale somewhere? An alchemist who sells potions. That sort of thing. We've got these background backup characters, just really easy and quick. I'm trying to remember where I got these from. This was like... something really awesome, like a list of like jobs in a town or something. Occupations or something. Fantasy professions. Yeah, that was it. So, what are the things? So, okay, so, people in chat. You're coming to town. Alright, Karasthina, bagpipe repair shop, local bagpipe competitions, and bagpipers to battle. Thanks for the input. But you know what there might actually be? It's a music shop. We need a music shop. A kilt shop, and Grimflag is tone deaf but loves to sing. Well, I'm adding that. Tone deaf but loves to sing. This might have contributed to Grimslag's difficulty in getting a meeting with Iadel, with Blogu, Iadel, or others that might have insight into this scroll. Because singing in a library is going to get you thrown out. I feel like just kilts is not necessarily a thing that would be in Arkney, even though it is a pretty sizable town and growing. That's pretty dedicated. But we'll say there's a clothing shop run by a kilt-wearing madman named let's see, how did I... That's not gonna help me. That's not gonna help me. Human name generator. Interesting. Sure. A madman named Zebed Riki. International House of Haggis. Nice, Karasthina. I don't know if I want to go that Scottish. Called... Fine. House of Haggis. Let's see, where was I? Where was I? We had the House of Haggis. Yes. Music shop. What's going to be interesting about this music shop? Let's see. There's a Harry Potter one. The Golden Peacock, The Challenging Book, The Puzzle Dog, The Awesome Jester, The Invisible Remote Drugstore, The Listening Tribute Deli, The Dizzy Wall Tavern, The Happy Mugs Sports Store, Clothes Contact. Oh my god. This is amazing. The Whistling Stone, The Steel Chimney. I like the Whistling Stone for a music shop. Music shop with a large bagpipe collection. Run by... I feel like the Whistling Stone would be run by a halfling. Oops. The Dreaming Cyborg. Wow. Well, that's not what I'm looking for. The Bagpipe District. I don't know, Denarian. I feel like Arkney having the library as its claim to fame is important. Really? This is the halfling name generator? This is disappointing. This is disappointing. I feel like I should go to the fairy name generator. Or maybe gnome. Maybe gnome. No, same problem. It's boring. Let's see. Here we go. Halflings are not fairies, sir. You are correct, Paladin, but however, on the name generator, I've noticed that it makes some interesting nature-based names, which is how I feel is just good for halflings on the fairy name generator. So we are just going to take it from wherever we can find it. Rainbow Cone, Moss Gust. This is the museum store owner. Music store owner. Little Bees. Spice Rainbow Cone. I don't like spice, but we can go with Rainbow Cone. Actually, wait. Spice. Okay, all right. Spice is going to be his stage name, because this halfling runs a first name is going to be his real name is Belpus. He doesn't like Belpus. He goes by Spice. His stage name is a failed bard, a failed musician, who opened a music shop in Arkney and somehow survives. Barely, by the skin of his teeth. I feel like we should add these things as we are creating them. If you watched an earlier stream, I said I liked not having the names on the map when the players first get there. But I am going to forget about all this cool stuff if I don't have it written down here, so that's too big. Let's see now. That's probably about the right size. Okay. Governor's mansion. It's still pretty big, actually. I am glad you kept spice. Well, it does work with Rainbow Cone in a strange kind of way. And I just love... I can imagine, playing this character right now. Just... My name is Spice. Spice Rainbow Cone. I like that. Doing the wide eyes thing. Breaking into song unnecessarily. Welcome to the Whistling Stone. It'd be a bit of fresh air for the players as they come into Arkney. Alright, so where's our music store going to be? What building should it be? The library is where Bloguon is, and all those characters that we've created so far, really. They're either Grimslag as well as hanging out at the library, trying to do research. Before you TPK them, yes, exactly. We gotta get the players all feeling safe by having them meet a funny halfling at the music shop. Is the music shop by the market over here? I mean, there could be more than just foodstuffs. I feel like the clothing store could be in this area, and the music shop could be nearby. I kind of like the idea of the music shop being here. Let's put it there. All right, so, what was it called again? What do we name it? The Whistling Stone. Whistling Stone. You know what? This text is too big. Let's change the size so that it is not taking over everything. That's about right. And we'll change the size of this as well, so that everything's the same. Okay. The Whistling Stone. Yes, that's right, Denarian. Alright, what else do we need to... oh yes, House of Haggis. That shouldn't be a clothing shop, though, because that's food, but maybe that just adds to the general insanity. Maybe it's food and kilts. Oh, man. This is a town with some characters. I feel like House of Haggis is going to be... smack dab in the market square somewhere. Why not? Why not? Let's put it right here. Excellent. All right. Well, we've got some extra background information for the town of Arkney. Sample haggis as you try on a kilt. Nice. Indeed. Alright, so Grimslag is walking into town. Grimslag, Blogowin, and whoever else wants to invent a character walking into town. Where do you go? What do you do? Well, maybe you say, oh, I'm going to head straight to the library. Or maybe you say, I think I'll sample some local cuisine first. Or maybe you're into music and you head to the Whistling Stone. Or maybe if you're an adventurer, you need the equipment and a weapon shop and a general store. Does that look more like a forge, or would this be it? With the bigger chimney. I like this sort of outdoor area here where you can like swing at some practice dummies. Maybe both these built. No, not both the building. It should be two different things. Scout around towns first. Many people have told me I should try a tuning fork. I have no idea what that is, but I'm curious. Well, Grimslag, a tuning fork in Dungeons and Dragons is the item you need to cast plane shift and to travel to a different plane of existence. I think we'll say this is the forge. So we need a random name for that. Let's see. Blacksmith name. Perfect. Oh my god, every single one of these is fantastic. I'm not going with hot diggity, so don't even ask. Oh man, these are great. These are great. Which one should I go with? And if you have an idea for the smith, let me know. Arms of Steel. Hammer time. Oh my gosh, these are so silly. These are fantastic. Arms of Steel. Maybe I'll call them the Steel Arms. That seems appropriate. Orc Restork. Was that one of the suggestions? Or restore. I like Orc Restork. Maybe the NPC that lives there is an orc, though. Maybe the NPC that lives there is named... This is another random generator that I absolutely love. But we're going to change that to an orc. And I think this is going to be... what do we call it? The Steel Arms. The owner is going to be Guntert. And he's going to be related to our NPC, or perhaps a descendant. Descended relative. Distantly. Of Kront. 3 fingers. This is a place... Pound World could be a brothel. I'm not sure if Arkney has a brothel. Somehow it doesn't feel right for this town. I feel like they're mostly good people, just a little odd. Or a cake shop. Pound Cake World. To be drawn to. So if you saw my stream or watched the video later on Friday night, I talked about the NPC Kront 3 Fingers that the players revived. Everybody's leaving town as soon as there's no brothel, huh? I can live with that. Grimslag. No brothel, Grimslag immediately parts town. Well, Grimslag is here at the behest of his patron, so I don't know if that's going to work out for you, Grimslag. You could try it. We'll see what Weezer Squeezer, as you named them. What was her true name again? Dressirith. We'll see what consequences she may inflict upon Grimslag. Perhaps Grimslag has had some consequences inflicted on him before, because he... because he's disobeyed her. Kind of like that. Grimslag bears a strange disfigurement. A set of butterfly wings that he tries to hide. Actually, a set of butterfly wings inflicted upon him by his mercurial and strange and vindictive patron after he disobeyed her once. That guy's gonna be interesting. There's a lot of people here in the library. You like there being a cake shop? All right. A cake shop, huh? Well, I think I am Grimslag. I turn around and walk back to the town. I have to fulfill my obligation. Besides, there are many lovely, smelly pigs there. Indeed. And Grimslag, you're using your warlock's powers. You can control the smell of the pigs and send it toward anyone who disobeys you. I'm going to think about all of that and probably head toward turning off the stream for tonight as it's getting a bit late. But thank you all so much. All right, fine. I'll add a cake shop first. Cake shop. The demand for this has grown. The Heavy Mantle, the Flawless Adventure, the Smart Castle Cafe, Fading Elf Dairy. That's weird. The Second Watch, Toy Store, Surprise, Relish the Thought, a cake shop, a cake shop, a cake shop. I know we had pound whatever. Yeah. Grimslag, wouldn't the cake shop owner be upset with the smell coming from the hundreds of pigs running around SideQuest? The cake shop owner, who's going to be named Yospis. Well, okay, I need a name for the cake shop. I don't like. Was it Pound something? Because they're gonna have more than just pound cake there. Grimslag, what level is my warlock so I can whip up a character sheet? Well, Grimslag needs to be of a level that is going to see him safely through the wildlands, which is not a safe place. The Tasty Quest, oh my god, that's perfect. That is perfect. Now I want to start a cake shop in real life called the Tasty Quest. That is... I am so amazingly inspired by that. That's great. Grimslag, you are going to be of a randomly generated level. Let's roll 2d6. 8. Should Grimslag be a stat strong? That's pretty strong. I think that might be too strong. We're going to go with level 2. So that was the second die I rolled. You can't see it because it's behind my camera. Level 2, I think, is the right level for Grimslag. Strong enough to be a little dangerous, protect himself on a short journey, but not so strong that his arrival in town is an event. Level 5 again. That's like maybe not. It's not a town event, but it's definitely like this is a powerful opponent. Level 5. Okay, yeah, level 5. We'll say that Grimslag is level 5. Level 5 is like you've just become a force to be reckoned with. All right. Level 5. What race is Grimslag? Let me know if that music is too annoying or too loud. Ludwig, oh no, Governor's Mansion. Does he have a 6-year-old daughter who smells worse than the pigs? The governor, Emmond, has a daughter named Nacella. Fair-skinned, taking more after her father than her mother, this young human woman's graciousness is a strong sign of her fortunate upbringing. She has sparkling eyes and full red lips, the features that most resemble her mother. I think that she is going to be a teenager. Probably an older teenager. Probably 19. And not smell bad. I think the governor himself is a little unpleasant, but his family is nice. All right, dwarf. Grimslag's a dwarf. Okay. All right. Well, folks, I'm going to sign off for tonight. I'm going to be streaming every night this week if I possibly can. I'm going to try to. I will see you around if you can make it back tomorrow night. I'll be probably doing more campaign prep, which is what this kind of turned into, but kind of interacting with chat. I'm going to be thinking about more ways to involve chat, kind of like the Gauntlet of Death thing that I do for CSE, but different, definitely different thing for my own channel. Yeah, I'm going to try to stream every night this week and do more RPG discussion, etc. So I will, good night. Thanks for joining me. I had a blast with you all, so I hope you come again. Bye-bye.